Oh, she's very high today. Wee, how's that? That's better. I'm a little early, guys, but it's only because, as you can see, right there, I'm trying to set my little kitten up. And she went to bed literally 2 minutes ago. So I was trying to set her up with some toys. But there you go. So hello all and welcome to Wow Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, coming to you with Midweek Live. Get excited, guys. Get excited. So I'm really early, therefore I'm pretty sure no one's on. I'm about 5 minutes early. Not that early, but cheers. All right. Beautiful Anna. Hello. I'm a little early, sweetheart. Just a couple of minutes, not much. Everyone pop your live chat or your all chat and not your top chat, yes? So, yes, hello, Bonnie. Hello, Bonnie. I'm a little early. I know, guys. I know, but that's okay. It's okay. And I've been crocheting here whilst I'm waiting. I've been doing little squares today. Don't even know why. It happens. Oh, I'm doing blue ones today. I'm glad we're here. Yes, I'm so glad we're here too. Hopefully you can hear me. I've got the air conditioning up. Yesterday was 40 degrees Celsius for us. Well, excuse me. I'm lying. It was 42 point something degrees Celsius. Oof. Anyway, today's only 24 or 25, but the problem is the house is so hot, it's taking forever to cool down. So I've got the air conditioner back on. Please let me know if it's too loud. I shall shut it down. But it should be okay. Beautiful Middles in the house. Hello. I can hear you very well. Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, if you hear me shouting, it's just me being silly. But otherwise, a normal voice is fine. But my normal voice is shouting. Don't you love it? Thank God it's cooler today. I know, right? I know. Oh, talk about yesterday. It was disgusting. Yesterday I had to go get my eyes checked again. My final eye check, right? And I wore these sandals that I'm wearing today, and I was walking on the concrete, the pathway like I normally do. The heat was burning straight through the sandals and into my feet, I should say. And I had to go and walk on the grass to get to the road. And I stood on the grass, and when I was crossing the road, I could feel the burn under the shoe. It was like going straight through. I said, wow, I don't think I've experienced this before. So yes, it was disgusting hot. Not normal hot, disgusting hot. You're 22 degrees Fahrenheit, 31 degrees Fahrenheit, or whatever that is. It's freezing there where you are. Okay, Bonnie. It's finally warming up a bit here, but still winter out there. All right, well, okay, it's winter there. But it's summer here and it's yucky. And today's a bit overcast, which is a bonus. It wasn't overcast earlier, but it is now. It's kind of a bonus because this window at this time of day sun comes straight through. This is right where my workstation is. So the sun comes straight through around midday or 1 o'clock, which is when I stop recording. By 3 p.m., the sun is booming straight on me. So right now it's overcast, so it's an absolute bonus. And I'm doing my live here because look at little Whisky Whiskers up there. She's up there. She will come down, but I couldn't get her in her room to sleep. So today I thought, okay, let's do the live in the old spot. And you've seen this spot before. That's where the treadmill used to be, if you can remember that. But now it's got my cat stand. It's more important, right? Treadmill's way in the other room. So yes, very much more important. I am waiting for my little outfit to come where not an outfit. It's like a front pack where I can put the cat in and her little paws stick out up here, or her little feet stick up the top, and little feet down the bottom, and her head just there. And we can walk together up the street. I don't know how this is going to go. It may not go well, but it's worth a try, Just glad we're not. Yes, Beetle says. It's perfect spot, Mary. Yes, I know, right? Oh, Whisky Whiskers, she's snoozing. She is. She will come down, okay? I must admit, every time I'm doing a video vlog here or in the other room, she tends not to do anything. She tends to go to sleep. So hopefully she stays that way until after the live. If not, she'll come down straight after a snooze and wonder, where am I? I better go say hello to Mum. Oh, that's what she does. She comes down, meow, right next to me, and I usually give her something to eat. But I've left her food over there. No, there. I'm trying to get my hand right. right there. You probably can't see it, right there. They probably can't see it. There's a box in the way. And that box is for her to play with, that's all. Oh, and to stop her from going behind the couch. You can see, let me move the cup. All right, can you see the box right there? I'm trying to get my hand right. Oh, there it is. Right there is a box. That's the air conditioner, don't worry about that. Right there is the box. And she jumps in there and plays, but also it stops her from going under the couch. She goes, trying to get my hand right, under the couch that way, and then pops out through the inside of the couch. It drives me nuts. But there you go. All right, so how are we going with our chat? Yes, good, marvellous, wonderful, and sweet. So I'm making a couple of squares on the line. Why not? I only need to do 3 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 3 rounds, yeah? And we're going to talk about what's happening for the rest of the week. Now, I did say that part 1 of our, let's stop this and talk now. I did say part 1 of our, let's show you. I don't know if you can see it. There it is, right there. Part 1 of our squares on the dress was supposed to go up on Tuesday, and I got caught up, and so it didn't go up on Tuesday. So I'm up to 10 squares, and I've attached my 10 squares, and this is how your squares will start to look. Yeah, I have a funny feeling. I started with a 3.5 millimeter, let's try that again, a 4 millimeter hook and went up to a 4.5 by accident. So don't worry about mine. I'll try and squash mine in. So yes, these are my 10 squares. Okay, they're not done. It's not ready yet. I still need to do more. Okay, so I've done mine, and you, at the end of part 1, which will be up tomorrow. No, hang on a minute. Don't go away. Don't go away. Yes, part 1 will be up tomorrow, and you'll get these 2 squares. You should have finished 2 squares by the end of part 1. And then I get you to head off on your own and add the next square and the next square and the next square until you get to the measurement that you need for your size, and that's discussed in the tutorial. That is going to happen on tomorrow. Now, part 1 has been recorded. The only reason I haven't put part 1 up is because I wanted to attach that to the dress before putting part 1 up. So I, fingers crossed, hope to have all of that finished by tonight so that I can attach it to the dress first thing tomorrow morning, have it complete during the day tomorrow, and then you'll get part 1 tomorrow night. That's the only reason why I held off uploading part 1. I wanted you to see what part 2 would look like after you completed part 1. It'll give you an idea of where you're headed. Okay, so that's the only reason why I've been holding back on the video. But it's done. The only thing I haven't done is done a beginning and an end, and I want to do that once the dress is complete, once all the squares are on the dress. So that's the reason why I'm taking a little late to get it done. It's a cat travesty. I got you, Bonnie, naughty girl. Get in the corner. Get in the corner. I'm hoping my migraine calms down. Oh, she's got a migraine. I shan't shout too loud for you. Yes. Beautiful Raylene. Hi, Raylene. Lovely Raylene. I hope you are well. Beautiful Linda. Hello, Linda. Lovely to have you here. Yes, and I hope everyone who is unwell wish well very soon. Let me throw some good vibes at you. I've got a few family members and friends, a family member and a friend who's unwell at the moment. So let's just throw some goodness at them. So hopefully it can settle. Why am I in the corner? Oh, because of the catastrophe line. Catastrophe line. But you don't have to go in the corner, hun. Well, there is no corner. There's an air in this room. We have no corner in this room. It's just an air. Well, we do have corners. But I'm saying in the air in this room because there's no corners. Okay, I'll go. Oh, love body. Okay, I'll go. So anyway, guys, part 1 of the dress and the squares will go up tomorrow. And it's this dress or any dress that you have. Oh, I'll go and get my other dress. And I want to see what the cream looks like. That's a good idea. I put it on the table yesterday. So I put the dress on the table yesterday to see what the cream would look like. And I don't think it's that bad. I think it's pretty coolio. Maybe I should get some pins and attach it so you can see. I think a lot of people would say maybe the green would have looked better now that I'm doing it. Maybe the green would have suited. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let's just assume. Yeah, let's pop it on top because that's the way I want it to go. Now, just talk amongst yourselves. So that's the dress, and that will be the cream. So I don't know, maybe the green would have been better in this case. I know a lot of people saying gold, some people say white, but there you go. That's what it'll look like. Let's see if I can get a close up for you. I suppose this lighting here, this is natural lighting here, okay? So I suppose this lighting isn't the best lighting in the world. Woo, and I'll be wearing these shoes. They're the only ones I have. No, I do have yellow ones, but they got all strawberry. No, not strawberry. They got raspberry all over them. So I have to get them clean. But yeah, that's what it's going to look like at the base of the dress. Now, a friend of mine, lovely that she is, she's given me more work. She says, Mary, I love the blue squares at the bottom of your dress. Why don't you do them for the sleeves as well? Duh, okay, I'll do that. So, but in this case, I'm going to make the squares, let me show you the squares again, for the sleeves, but I didn't check yet, I hope it works. The squares on this, right, there are two sets. You've got your 2 rows of one set and then 2 rows of your next set. I'm hoping to make for the sleeve just the one set. And so that the squares are a lot smaller around the sleeve so it doesn't look bulky. Now, if you want to see what it looks like with the larger size, that will be what it looks like with the larger size. I don't like the larger size for the sleeves. I like it for the dress, but I don't like it for the sleeves. I'd like to make the smaller squares for the sleeves. That's just me and the way I think. Like psychologically, I work in a weird way. I hope that makes everybody happy that I'm a psychologically a different kind of person. But there you go. I want the smaller ones. Yeah, good idea on the small square. Thank you, Bonnie. The same style, but just make them smaller, and it just looks, I think it gives it a pretty look rather than a really bold in-your-face kind of look, which is good for the base of the dress. But I think for the sleeves, something small and pretty, if that makes sense, yeah? Okay. Oh, where am I going? Okay, the corner can be the top of the couch behind you, Mary. Oh, thanks, Middle. Or it can be with the cat, which I'm sure you will love. Everybody onto the cat. Go to sleep with the cat. Beautiful Jay. Hi, Jay. You're here. Lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you here. Amy. Hello, Amy. Lovely to have you here as well. Not bad. I still think the gold, but that's just me. Okay. Yeah, do what suits you. Thank you, Middle. I'll definitely stick with the cream, I think. I should have gone with the white. The white would have been nice. I still think the green would suit better. Maybe it's because I got the green shoes. I don't know. Anyway, yes, good idea on the small. Would it make the sleeves too tight? Now, Anna, that's a question. Like I said, I haven't tried it. I've tried it on the dress, the base, but the base is obviously wide. I haven't tried it on the sleeves. Now, the sleeves, I've got about, I don't know, 3 fingers in there. 3 fingers between there and there. But we'll see. Anna, we'll see. If it's too tight, I'll have to take them undone. Yeah. Small squares are good. Thank you. Middle. Finished trim. Yes. There's a finished trim as well. Oh yes, the corner is the whiskey. Yeah, with whiskey whiskers. My mind went to a smaller square right away. Thank you, Linda. Is there enough stretch with the smaller squares? Look, Anna, that's a question I haven't, to be fair, I haven't even tried it. She just told me the other day and I thought, oh, I'll try it when I get a chance. And because I've been working on the larger squares for the new dress, well, it's not a new dress, it's actually a couple of years old, I haven't had time to try the sleeve squares yet, like the little ones. So anyway, we'll see. You know, it's worth a try. I'll make a few, I'll try it, I'll attach one if I find it's too tight. If anything, I can make it loose and give it a slight I could make an extra round or something in single crochets and make it a little wider, and that way it's got a slight, like a little slight wave to it. Not really a wave, but just a slightness to it. And that way, if it's too tight, it'll just sit nice and loosely. There's a few shirts I have that I'd like to make the sleeves a bit longer. The problem with sleeves, and like Anna's saying, as this is tight, not tight really, but it's a tight fitting sleeve. It's not a loose, wide sleeve. So popping something at the base that can tighten it up. But we'll see. You know what, Anna? It's all trial and error. And that's what I say to people, don't stress too much if things don't work out. You just wipe it off the list. Keep it as a learning process, that you've learned something new, yeah? Just scrub it off the list, get rid of it, start afresh, do something new, and move on to the next project. Now, to be fair, when you do that, here's a little bit of a tip on my part. When you do that, make sure that that project that you've decided to scrap, you take it undone and wind up the yarn and get it ready for the next project. Because what happens is, and I've done this with a lot of my gear, and you might see a short on it one day just for fun, I've got so many projects in a tub that I said I'm not going to complete, forget it, and just left the yarn in there. And there's some really good colour yarns in the tubs because I left it in there. So my question or my idea would be to, you don't want to use that anymore. That project's just not working for you. Some people do what I do, where they put it in a two-card basket, we'll go back to it, and then never do, right? So make sure if you're going to put it in a tub, mark the tub, mark a little book somewhere or on your computer somewhere. And tub number 1, I started this project, I stopped because, give a reason, I popped it in the naughty corner, whatever you want to say, you know, just give yourself a reason why you stopped. So that when you're looking for yarn, you can think, wait a minute, I know I have a green somewhere. Let's check those specials, like the tub that I've got all those items in. Maybe there's a green in there. So you open up the tub, you pick up one of the projects, you think, never going to finish that. Let's take that green out. But make sure you know where all the colours are to that project. Just in case you think, well, forget the project, I'm just going to use the colour for something else, which is what I've done in the past. But now I've got a lot of tubs with different yarns in, which is why when I say to you, I've emptied my tubs, and behind me in the other room, the craft room, you say the shelves are getting fuller. What are you doing, buying more yarn? No, it's not. It's emptying those tubs with all of the yarn I had there, from Bendigo Woolen Mills to the old Click-Eaton yarn, to some American yarns, to some local yarns, to some cheap acrylic yarns that I bought years and years ago, which I might use for, we won't call it amigurumi, but like stuffing, things with stuffing in it, but not completely amigurumi. It's not like a toy or anything. Yeah, something coming up in the future, and we'll leave it there in the future until we're ready to do it. But to let you know that go through the tubs with all those I'll finish later projects because I don't like it, or I'll finish later projects because it's not working out, or I'll finish later project because I just don't want to do it. Go through those tubs, check the yarn, because you may be able to use that yarn for something else, yeah? I've lost all that chat, don't you love it? That's not too bad, not too bad. Is there enough stretch with, we've done that already. There's a few shirts, we've done that already. Put chains between the squares, lacy kind of look. Yes, we could do that as well. Speaking of sleeves, I'm almost done with the sleeves. You go, girl, I knew you would be. Yes, everyone. Whiskers looks like she's waking up from her nap. Is she? Oh, she's just turning around, yes. She said she'll turn around a few times. She knows when I'm talking that she just goes and does her thing. Oh, I'll leave her alone. Mama's talking again. Oh, here she goes. She's at it again. That kind of thing. But when she does come down after a long nap, she will come over and say hello. Or she'll just go straight to her food. She's a little bit upset with me today because I yelled at her. She tried to jump on the table from here because I moved the table over so that I can have access to my book and everything. And she was sitting on her little bed and she tried to jump on the table. So made a whole lot of noise, and now she's not talking to me. We're not friends today. We're not even family right now. So anyway, moving right along, let's talk about what's happening for the rest of the week on the channel. Now, As I mentioned, you're getting part 1 of the dress squares tomorrow. Even if I don't get it finished, part 1 is done. I'll just upload it. Problem solved. Don't you love it? Just upload it, Mary. And I know it works because it worked on this dress. And on the 30th of January, which is Friday, you are getting part 1 of the annual project of 2026 for Wow Crochet Designs. I didn't make any mistakes. I just wanted to slow that reading down. Definitely coming up tomorrow. Oh, let's try that again. Friday, annual projects definitely going up on Friday. You will get the information that you will need for the project. You will talk about not you. I will talk about the yarn, the hook, scissors, sewing needle, pattern. I'll even discuss the pattern. I won't give away too much. I'm keeping this as kind of like a mystery project this year, but not. When you see the tutorial, you'll get it. It's like, that's what she means by mystery. So it's not exactly a mystery project. The way it's put together is a mystery project. And you will need a bit of yarn. Like I'm using, how many colours am I using? I don't know. 4, 5. I'm counting as we're doing it. Yes, 5. But you don't need to. No, you do need to. You have to. I was going to say you don't need those all that yarn, but you actually do. You need good, strong colours. And we'll talk about that on Friday. Now, this is a great stash buster as well, really. You can get rid of some of the yarn in your stash. I have to be honest, I haven't bought any yarn for this project. Every bit of yarn I have for this project has been on the shelf. Now, you've seen the shelf. It's packed and packed and packed. So all I had to do was find the one colour of each, and maybe we'll see. I'm not going to tell you yet. It might be 2 colours. It just depends on what you want to do. I'm giving you 2 choices on how big you want yours to go. And I'll give you the measurements, like a rough measurements on the larger size, because I haven't actually made the larger size, but it's simple to make the larger size. It's just 2 extra rounds, okay? Or rows. Could be rounds, could be rows, depending on how I decide to put it together. What is going on, they're saying? Is it a dress? Is it a jacket? Is it a blanket? Is it a couch? It's not a couch, by the way. Is it a cat outfit? Is it a beanie, a scarf? Fingerless gloves? Feet, socks? What is it? You'll find out on Friday. Now, Friday on the 30th of January will be the start of our annual project. Now, if I find time on that video, you'll get the start of the project. If not, the start of the project, or even the second part of the project, will be on the 5th of February. So it's only a week away. And that will be the first Thursday of every month thereafter. You will get the next part or the next step. Now, it's a very simple piece. Simple, but the way it's worked can look a little difficult, but it's very simple. That's all I'm going to say about that. It's very simple. Now, 5th of February, and then the first Thursday of each month, you will get a next part or a next step. And that's it. Easy, easy. On Saturday, we have our normal live as usual. And I love the accent, as usual. And on Monday, 2nd of Feb, I've got here pattern writing, but I may put a very interesting short up that I think you're really going to like to see. I'm just going to leave it like that. All right. If I get it all recorded tomorrow and Friday, I will talk about it with you on Saturday, and then you'll understand, yeah? Another one of these, what's going on with all the secrets this year? She's very secretive, yeah? On Tuesday, you're getting part 2 of this dress, and I know you'll get it because I'll definitely get this finished tomorrow or Friday. So you'll definitely get that on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, we do our live. This is all next week. And next Thursday, you get part 2 of the annual project. And next Friday is the first Friday of the month. You will get a video vlog, because that's what is written in this diary, and that's what we're going to do. No, that's it. I'm following the diary this year. Forget it. All right, so Can't wait. Thank you, Bonnie. Have to figure out the yarn. Yes. I also have to finish last year's annual project. Yes. If it's DK weight, definitely have to buy some. And that's another thing. You can use DK, Aran, light 2 weight. You can use whatever weight you want with this project. It's super exciting when you see it. Super exciting. You won't have to buy it if it's, I honestly will be using DK weight, but you can use a 10 ply or a 4 weight, whatever that is, 10 ply, I think it's 4 weight overseas. You can even use the 5 weight. You can use a light 2 weight. You can use the thinnest of thinnest, but yours might not work out as big, right? You can use whatever yarn you want. What are we making, my goodness? It's a tree. No, it's not a tree. Linda says tease. Thank you, Linda. Thank you very much, Linda. A bit of a giggle there. Bonnie says making everyone excited about Friday. Fancy Friday. That's what we should call it. I've got a technical problems, but I'm on my phone and it's had to chat. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean there, but there we go. It's a blanket you slipped out on your live 2 weeks ago. Is it, Raylene? Maybe it is. Mary talks in riddles. I always do this. Sometimes I say a lot about something else, so you think it's something else, when really it turns out to be the opposite. But it might be a blanket. Maybe. Linda's Crochet Channel, she's talking like Gandalf. Oh, is that right? Beautiful green butterfly. Hello. Lovely to have you here. Unlike our 4. Yeah, you can use your 4 weight, Bonnie. You can use a 3 weight, 4 weight, 5 weight. You can use whatever you want. It's all about measurements. It's up to you. I will give you the size of mine and they'll say, right, you can either do another 2 rounds or 2 rows and make yours double the size, or you can use a different color weight, a different weight and make yours thicker. Or you can use a light 2 weight and make a beautiful light thin one. It's up to you. It's endless, yeah? Beautiful green butterfly says water time. Cheers. Green Whiskey Whiskers is sleeping up here somewhere. She's sleeping up there. A good stash busting time. Yes, this is a great stash busting project. But you kind of have to stick to the theme of the project for it to look good. That's all I want to say about that. We're only using 5 colours. That's it, 5 colours. 5 colours. The thinner yarn is harder on the hands. Yes, I know, that's correct. Like fat yarn, thick yarn, yes, some reason too big. Yes, you can use a thicker yarn. You can use what you want for this project. It's entirely up to you. Mary, is it the V-stitch blanket? No, but the V-stitch blanket has been done already. We do need to put border rounds on our old V-stitch blanket, which I still haven't finished. That's on our list of things to do before starting new projects this year. I mean, apart from obviously the annual project, there will be no new projects. It got me confused with the V-stitch blanket. New projects started until we finish our last year's projects, like the V-stitch blanket, yeah? And I can't remember the others. I've got it written down. Water time, cheers. Oh, it's hard to comment, is it? That's unusual, Jay. Oh, that's unusual. Karen! Hello, Karen. Lovely to have you here, hun. Yeah, I might have to buy yarn if we're using 5 colours. There is another way. You can use more of the other colours instead of using... Look, we can talk about it on the video, yeah? Yes, so hello to everyone who's just popping on new. Cheers. All right, so yes, annual project this Friday. Get excited, guys. I'm like this thinking about it. Ooh, she's so excited. I'm almost at a stage on the project, and I've been working on it, so you know, where I can actually show you kind of like an image for you to see what part of it might look like. Will cotton work? Yes, you can use cotton, you can use wool, you can use acrylic, you can use scratchy yarn. I don't care. You can use any yarn. I don't care. I do care. You can use any yarn you like. There's no rules to this. No rules. You know how there are some rules. It depends. It depends on what you're going to use it for. But there's no rules. In my opinion, there's no rules. Just you kind of need to stick to the way a colour combination is. You can use your own colours if you like, but you must kind of adhere to the colour combination of it all. I'm trying to say something, but nothing at the same time. Oh, what's wrong with her? She's not saying too much, is she? Yes, so she's so naughty. So yeah, I'm very excited about it. I hope you guys are excited about it. It is something a little different than the norm. So keep that in mind. You might look at it and think, oh, why does it look so difficult? But it's not. It is so simple. Simple, simple, simple. She says, as she's not sure. I just had an idea. If I have yarn left over from my 12 for the annual project that I'm putting out, I may use that. You might be able to. I haven't checked the amount of yarn I'm going to use because there are different stages to it. I'm not saying anything else. Don't get me into trouble. So that's what I'm saying. I want to wait until I'm at that step that I can say, right, just calculate your yarn using this, 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 and this, and you're done. And you'll know exactly how much yarn you'll need. And that's how I roll when I'm creating. I work that way. I create a small swatch or a larger swatch of the size we need, or whatever the case may be, or make 3 rows of it for whatever stitch it is, or 5 rows, and then I say, right, calculate by that, try that again, times that by 12 because we're making 12 or 10 or 6 or 8, and then you'll know exactly how much yarn you'll have or you'll need. Try and get a little tiny bit more than what you make up. So let's say you wanted to make your piece 2 rounds or 2 rows bigger. Make your piece 2 or 2 rounds bigger. Then you multiply that by the amount that you will need when I talk about it. And then you'll know exactly how much yarn you'll need without even hearing me say it. You'll think, oh, wait a minute, Mary's was only this much. How come mine's more? Oh, maybe that's my tension. Maybe that's because I've done 2 extra rounds. Maybe whatever the reason is, or rows, yeah? And then you'll say, okay, well, I'll need this much and not that much because I'm not doing that. Or if you're going to do the same as me and you work out a different weight than I do, then you calculate yours. You times yours by whatever I tell you to times it by. And that's all I want to say about that. You're going to hear about the rest on Friday. Fancy Friday. All right, so here we go. Let's go back. I've only got multicolored hand-dyed wool. That might not work. Jay, the multicolor might not work. I don't think it'll work. Well, it depends. You can still make it. It won't have the same effect because I'm looking for a type of an effect. When you see on Friday what the pattern is all about, you'll get what I mean by making an effect, yeah? And I can do that as I think I'm getting out part 1. Yes, might be, yes. Michael's has buy 2, get 1 for free right now. We don't have a Michael's here, but that's overseas where you are, Bonnie. Nice to know for those of you who have a Michael's in your area. Or I might just pick 5 from my 12 and just buy more of those colours. Well, wait until you see the pattern. You might think once you do that first step, you'll think, wait a minute, I don't think I need to buy that much more if I multiply that by this and get that, right? When you see it, you'll know what I mean on Friday. I don't want to give away too much. It's part of the project. It's part of the mystery. Like, I know Raylene, she's so sneaky. Our Raylene, she's so sneaky. She listens to everything I say. She writes it all down, don't you, Raylene? She says, eeny, meeny, miny, that's what she's doing. That's what she said last week. That's what she said 2 days ago. That's what she's saying today. It's a blanket. It's a dress. It's a pair of shoes. So pair of shoes. But you know what I mean? Our Raylene's very sneaky like that, isn't she? I might pick 5, yes. 30% off at Spotlight here. Stop, Anna. Anna, oh my gosh, get out. Go to Spotlight for me. Every time someone tells me about a special at Spotlight, I start thinking about what I'm going to make next. You've got to stop that, Anna. Naughty girl, get in a corner. Go and sit with the cat. Just wait till Friday. Thank you, darling. Just wait till Friday. Thank you, Bonnie. Anna, she kicked you out. Only because she's naughty telling me about the specials. Now I'm going to end up at Spotlight. Having said that, someone did give me a Spotlight voucher, a $50 Spotlight voucher. So I should go there and just blow it all on the cheap yarn. Whiskey is popping her head over her cat tree. So cute. Yeah, she does that. And I think sometimes she's got a little bit of attitude. Like if I make too much noise, it's a bit of attitude. Yeah, I'm in the naughty corner. Yay! Anna, you never go in the naughty corner. This is the first time. But if you're at Spotlight, honey, just buy up big. Look at Raylene. She's got the ears going and the eyes. She hears and sees everything. And she's the one who guesses things right, usually. I'm bothering her now. Let's have a look at her. Oh, she's so cute. I'm a little devil. Oh, no, she's so cute. She's all right. Well, she has her moments. Like every time you see her, she's so calm, cool, collected. The second I'll turn this off, she's going nuts around the house. A crazy chick. She's going nuts. She climbs the walls. There's nothing on the walls, but she climbs it anyway. Too late. Bought yarn already. Oh, naughty Anna. Stay in that corner. Cute little. She's a cute little devil, yeah. I'm waiting to see if I get approved to foster a kitty. That would be nice, Middle. That would be nice. And you know what you should do in your situation? When you feed your cat, you should get one of those. I don't know if you've seen them, and I don't know if they sell them over there. They're like a stand like that. It looks like a shelf like that. And you pop their food up the top. So you don't have to bend down to the ground. All you have to do is put the food in her bowl and then pop her bowl on the stand, and she climbs up the stand and she eats on the stand. Get her used to doing that in your situation. That's the best way. There's nothing worse than you trying to find a way to feed her from the ground. Get her to go up on something and pop her there. I wanted to do that with my cat to stop me from bending over too much because my back is, I'm old, yeah. My back is really sore. So I wanted to do that and grab one of those. I don't know about doing it now because I haven't done it with her when she was younger, but it's worth a try. I know that if you put the food there, pick her up and put her there, eventually, he or she, will go there the next time. When you put the food up there, they'll just climb up and they'll go. And you know, cats like to be high anyways, keeps the food off the ground so you don't get ants. And I think you're in a flat up the top unit, that sort of thing, so you won't get it. But it gives you all these reasons why it's better higher up than on the ground, yeah? I hope that makes sense. Yeah, bowl on legs. No, a bit higher, Bonnie. More waist height for middle, yeah? I'm probably going to look for one of those. Yeah, something similar. Or if you know someone who's good with their hands, get them to make you literally a wooden plank that goes across this way. 2 little things underneath. Just put some screws in or zzz, zzz, make that noise. Done. Takes 5 minutes. And 3 minutes if you're a quick male. But if you're a slow woman, it's like, here we go. Got one. That's me. When I'm making things, yeah. There's a Limcraft near me that's closing. I'm not game to go near it. Jay, I went to the Limcraft in High Point Shopping Centre. Oh, you don't know that because you're not from Melbourne. High Point West Shopping Centre here in Melbourne. When it was closing, and I found absolutely nothing. I didn't know it was closing until I got there. And I said, what's happening with the store? And they said, well, where have you been for 3 weeks? And I thought, grumpy. Because she was losing her job. I felt bad for her. And I said, to be fair, I didn't even know. I didn't get a notification saying High Point was closing. High Point closed, and then the one in the northern side of our area, they closed as well. So they're all closing, which is really sad for Lynn Craft, yeah. I have one for my Harley because he's too big to eat off the floor. Yes, yes. I like the idea of it. Middle, in your case, I would find someone who's handy with their hands to make you a couple of blocks of wood that way, a block of wood at the top, and, you know, get them to sand it so your cat doesn't get splinters. You'll find your cat will use it as a scratching post, which is okay too. But get someone to create it for you if you can't find it. Make it off the ground by, like, you know, half your size. So it's wheelchair size, yeah? And so all you have to do is feed it, put it like that on the little table, and she jumps up and climbs. Easy. Get it done before you get a cat. So it's ready. So when you get cat, the very first day she comes in or he comes in, bang, it's ready. I've become an expert now. I've had no choice. Do you know how much money we spend on this cat? It's phenomenal. We've bought her toys, and then she plays with that one box, that big box. I don't even know what that big box was for. I can't remember. What does it say on it? It says, oh, it had one of her toys in it, one of the container things that we bought. And she plays with the box and not the toy. What? Yes. Found some at Walmart. Yes, good. It's not very high, but higher than the ground. You'd want to make it high enough for you middle so that you're not bending over your the chair, the side of your chair, because for a first day, second day, third day, it's fine. But after about 3 years of constant bending, you're going to hurt yourself. So I would make it as high as possible. Maybe if you pop a few things underneath it as well, as long as it doesn't move, to get it a bit higher. I would make it as high as possible for you. They have them on Amazon. Okay, just check the measurements before you buy any middle. Yeah, check the height. Not so much. Well, you need the width as well, because you want to put both the foods there in the water. If you feed dry food and wet food, you'll need a dry food bowl, wet food bowl, and water. Over there we have one of the water, it's like a tap, and the water comes out. It's a spout, and they drink from the spout. Cats love to drink from a tap. They love to drink from running water, not from a tap. And it took her a long time, but once she started now, she won't drink from the base of it. She'll just drink from the tap, like that. So she loves it. We've got one of those. We got that online. Very expensive, but we got it because why not? She's the only one we spend money on at the moment. I mean, the kids are all doing their own thing, so we bought it for her. I can't wait to get the carry thing, the little front pack, and the little head sticks out here, and the little hands there, paws there, and her bottom paws down there. I don't know where her tail's going to go. We'll just stick it to the side. Don't you love it? I'll stick it down there. And take her for walks with me. That's going to be a very interesting walk, if you will. And I will take video footage because I love that stuff, yeah? Okay, end of the table height, yes. If it's coffee table height, I'd have to get a platform for Kitty to stand on. Yes. Not really. They like to jump, but yes. What a lot of people do, and I know a friend of mine, she's got bricks. I know that sounds ridiculous, but cheap bricks in her house, and the cat climbs up on each brick, gets to the top, eats from the top, goes back down. And half the times they just start jumping straight on there because cats like to jump, yeah, till they get a bit older. Then they'll need those steps again, yeah. You can spoil your baby. Mary, nothing wrong with that, I know, right? How much yarn will we need for the yearly project? You'll find that out on Friday because, as I mentioned before, Jay, I was trying to work it out and I thought, ooh, I need to do a few more rounds, if you will, and then work it out because I'm not really sure. I've been playing with changing the pattern a little bit as well to make it bigger. And then I thought I could keep mine smaller and then tell them to make 2 extra rows or rounds or whatever, which will mean you having to buy extra yarn. So leave it with me. I'm trying to do the calculations first, and I won't know until probably Thursday afternoon. So it probably won't happen until Friday before I give you the results to that. Yeah. But just know that in Friday's video, all you're getting is all the information you need for your project. You may get a small sample in the video. Depends on how quickly I can talk about the project. And I'm going to show you a picture. I did use Word to do the picture. Windows, Word. Microsoft Word, that is, not Windows, yeah, Microsoft Word. I used Microsoft Word to do the picture, and then I had to colour in different areas because it didn't work out the way I wanted to. So I'm going to redo the picture again, and hopefully this time I don't mess it up. So it's just, look, it was trial and error. I've done something similar in the past, but not to this extent. And so I'm trying to do the math and get that right for everyone first. And I don't want to say this is how much you need if I'm going to change it on Friday. So bear with me, Jay. I'll let you know Friday. And I'll pop the video up fairly early on Friday. I'm going to have it all recorded by tomorrow afternoon. So I'll pop it up fairly early. It gives you an option to leave early in the morning and go to shopping if you want to go shopping. Or go through your stash if you find some yarn in the stash there for you. All right, I get my Harley at least one new toy a month. Really, Bonnie? Wow. Then I gripe because he has them everywhere. I know, right? Right, thank you, Bonnie. I actually, you know what I do with the cat now? I put some of the toys away, and then I do a rotation after 3 weeks or 4 weeks. I just pick a day, a month, and I might start using my diary. Every time I start the blanket, I'll just rotate some toys for her. Bring out the old ones, get rid of the new ones, or get rid of the current ones. And then she thinks, oh, I've got new toys again, you know. But it's the same toy, just, you know, back out again. It saves me from keep buying, yeah? I've got something in my eye. Oh, it's a dinosaur. There it is. Those dinosaurs, they're extinct because they're all in my eye. Anyway, moving right along. That's what I wanted to let you know. This week you are getting the base of the dress for the cream version. Gorgeous. You're getting that. Now, for those of you who haven't seen it and have only seen it in the photo and would like to see it, ta-da! There it is. There's the base. She's so naughty. So you will see it being put together with the other dress, which is this one right here. This is not my favorite dress, and to be fair, I don't really like this one. I really don't. And it's because the material is not the same. Look how creasy it looks. You have to keep ironing it. When you iron it, it looks funny. So the squares will go down there. The cream squares will go on the base like it did with this dress. Then I'll iron it because it just keeps getting creasier and creasier the more I play with it. Now, quick tip to let you know. Oh, it's not here. Here it is. I did the squares using a 10 ply or a 4 weight, and I used a really large hook. I think it was a 5.5 or a 6mm hook, and I made them this size for you, just so that you can see the stitches, because I tried working with the cream, light 2 weight and a really thin hook. I think it was a 3mm hook, 3.5. I can't remember, but you'll see it in the tutorial. And I couldn't see it. It just wouldn't work. It was a 3mm, sorry, and it was just not visible. And I blew it up real close, and it was not visible. So I made it in this thick, like this is a thick wool, right? It's a really thick wool. And I made it in this. It's a 10 ply. It's not really thick. It's a 10 ply or a 4 weight, and it's a very large hook. And the only reason I did it in this so that you can see the stitch. So don't use that. I will show you what to use in the tutorial. If you are making it for a lightweight dress, if you are making it for a thick woolen dress, by all means go ahead and use the 10 ply. Really, just make sure you do the calculations on your maths, which you'll see in the tutorial. Yeah. And Green Butterfly says, water time, so we better listen to Green. Cheers. All right. Okay, so I might dye something. Okay. Water time, Mary, we did that, but we'll do it again just for fun. Cheers. All right. So, what else did I want to talk about? Video vlogs. Now, on the first Friday of every month, I've written in my diary, yeah. No, I haven't. First Friday of every month, first Friday of February, which is the 6th of February, video vlog. sure I wrote it in, but no, it doesn't look like I did. Video vlog. So you will, this year, the two important dates that are going to happen all year is first Thursday of every month will be part 2 or part 2. The next step of our annual project, and the first Friday of every month will be a video vlog. The reason I'm doing that this year is because last year I kept saying, oh, I'll do a vlog soon, and I'll do a vlog soon, and I never did them. And I think I did about 4 or 5 vlogs throughout the whole year last year. I need to do one a month so that you guys can see what's happening throughout the month and know what's coming and what's not coming, you know, and know where we're going with the next step. There is, okay, so I know for a fact, and we all know for a fact, that Valentine's Day is not this Friday, but next Friday. No, it's not. It's Saturday. Oh, excuse me. Saturday. So I think it's time to get a Valentine's Day project up. So I'm going to put down a Valentine's Day project. I've put here. We're going to move that. We're going to move that along. We're stressing out. We're stressing out. Where am I going to put the Valentine's Day project? No, where it with all the creases. Okay. Ooh, no thanks. I keep doing my vlog info on my lives. Okay, it's probably a good idea. Harley's birthday. Yay, Harley's birthday. Happy birthday, Harley. So I think at some stage we will be doing a Valentine's Day project next week, which means I've booked up next week. So it may have to go up on Wednesday. Wednesday morning before the live. I don't know. I better work on that tomorrow. No, I'll work on it Friday, because by Friday I'll have the video put up for the annual project, and then I won't be doing much else on Friday during the day. So this Friday I'll work on it. Remember September? Yes, remember September. I left that out last year, I think, from memory. I left that out, so I'm going to pop that in this year. I'm going to put it in now. Better. First September of the year. First. Is it the first Monday? Oh, I don't remember. We'll make it the 4th. I don't know. What date in September shall I make the Remember September? At the end? At the end. Yes. Let's do it on. We'll have to do it because we got Friday the 2nd of October. That's the first Friday of the month. I know it's only the 2nd, but that's the first Friday. Then the first Thursday would be the 1st of September. The 1st of October. Then the day before of it, which is the 30th, turns out to be a Wednesday. That's our live. Last Thursday of September. Okay, thank you. Last Thursday of September. Let's do that. I was about to say, because these don't marry up. These don't marry up. So last Thursday of September, which I'm going to put it down for the 24th of September. Let's have a look at the other Thursday. That ends up to be the 1st of October. She's very confused. Let me have a look. You know why? Because in this diary, let me show you. That's the end of September, 1st of October. And then they've got a break in between, which I can't show you. I just realised I can't show you that. There's a break in between. And so the last Thursday of September is the 24th. So I'm going to do Remember September on the 24th of September. Geez, that took forever. It should not have been that difficult. That took forever. Remember September. All right, so we will do that on the 24th of September. That took forever, didn't it? Holy macaroni. Holy macaroni. All right, so remember September. Here's my Valentine, says Bonnie. So cute. Don't tell hubby. I know, that's the same thing I say. Last Thursday, September. Yes, at the end. Yes. All right, so the 24th of September, we will do Remember September. From here till then, we'll leave it there. Now, you reminded me, actually, Jay. This year, I'm going to write that in my diary so that I get prepared this year. I'm going to do a video throughout the year and just add it to it, the Remember September to it. Like I'm going to add photos to it, because at the end of the year when I'm ready to do, or in September when I'm ready to do Remember September, I've got to spend hours looking for all the footage or all the photos. It's driving me nuts, that sort of thing. But yes, you just reminded me. So I'll start on Friday. Open file, that's what I call it. And open file means I open a folder on Word document, yeah. I open a folder with all the photos from Remember September throughout the year to date, and then whenever I do another one, I add it to it. Another tutorial, I add it to it, yeah. Open file, open video, I know what I mean, and then open, which means keep it open, so that during the year I can keep adding. That's the sort of thing I mean. Someone yell at you. Why are we yelling at you? Why are we yelling at you, honey? Why? What is Remember September? Bonnie, we'll talk about that in a second. Me too, Bonnie, I'm lost. Okay, Remember September, it's a bit like the annual video, where I do everything throughout the year I put on Remember September. So from September 2025 to September 2026, you'll get a video vlog talking about all of those projects from there to there, showing you pictures. So if there are people who have just joined us new in August and don't know what we created the year before, from September the year before to September that year, they'll see all the pictures or some of the footage, if you will. And that'll give them a chance to go back and make these projects, yeah? So it's kind of like an end of the year video, but it's called Remember September, yeah? Mary, unused I used to do it, that's right, a monthly blog, but got lost and never got around to doing it. That's the absolute truth. And that's why I said now I'm putting everything about the vlogs in the diary. And the vlogs need to be done once a month, first Friday of the month, explaining all the stuff we've done from the month before and what are we doing for the next month. That is what I used to do. But then it just got so busy. There were so many tutorials that I was doing and I couldn't keep up. So I said to myself over the Christmas break, which is why I gave you the beginning of the year video explaining it all, that I was definitely going to mark it on that calendar and on that diary, that is. On every year I'm adding something to the diary. Last year I had first Thursday of the month, perfect for our annual project. It worked. It actually worked. This year I've added the video vlogs. It's going to work. Now I was worried about the January vlog. I said, I was supposed to do it this week. And I'm like, what am I talking about? All I've been doing throughout January is talking. Really, that's all I've been doing. So I'm not going to do a vlog for January. I did the beginning of the month, beginning of the year video. That's enough, yeah? And so the first vlog you'll see is the first week in February, yeah? And then it'll happen thereafter because I've added it in that diary. And every weekend I look in the diary and I think, that sort of thing. I pull that face, you know, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So it became a joke. That's right, it became a joke, Jay, because the reality was I wasn't getting those vlogs done. And it was simple. So I thought, let's just do Remember September vlog and we'll do a whole annual's worth between 1 September to the other. It did become a running joke for a while. But now, not this year, because last year we used this diary for our annual project and it worked. I think I was late 1 day or 2 days, 1 month. And then on the final part where I was doing the border rounds, I was late by 2 days again. And then I put part 1 of it and then part 2 of it a few days later. So actually I was kind of 3 or 4 days late if you think about it, because there was 2 parts to the border round of last year's blanket, yeah? I don't remember September. That's funny. But you know what? That's why, you know why you don't remember it? Because last year I didn't do it. I did it the year before, but I didn't do it last year. And it just, right off, Remember September, went straight into October, then November, and December came. I said, that's it. Forget it. It's not going to happen. Remember September's just gone. It just disappeared into thin air. So it didn't happen last year. So this year, I have to do Remember September from 2025 to 26. I won't do it from 24 onwards. That's just a wasted year now. It's gone. It's gone. It's in the past, man. Man, it's in the past, man. That's where it stays. Let's all have a drink. Cheers. So, the diary has 2 days, the first 2 days of every month, the Thursday and Friday, not the first 2 days, first Thursday and first Friday of every month has something to be done from the diary, yeah? That will keep me on track. Next year, I'll add a third item. And then by the time we're finished, in about 10 years' time, I'll be organised. It might take 15 years, but anyway. So we need a Remember September reminder. Let's write that in. We'll do it a week before. We'll say, don't forget, next week is Remember September. I do it every weekend when I look in this diary now. It reminds me. So I'm happy doing it like that. So Thursday the 17th. Remember September for the 24th of September. How's that? Is that enough for a reminder? I think that's a terrific idea. For the 24th. And this year I'm actually going to work on a few things on like a Saturday morning or Sunday morning, I should say, when I first wake up, just open the computer and have a bit of a play, make that noise as well. And then all that information will be good for Remember September. So occasionally when I've got the laptop or the computer open, I can say, right, let's read that. Oh, good, I need to add one of those in. I find it and I put it in there. It's nothing worse than looking for things at the end of the year when it's just everywhere. Everywhere. And to be fair, I need to probably clean out my computer and get rid of some old stuff, but find some very old stuff and add it in there new. And we'll find out why eventually. Okay, I can't do vlogs like that as I forget what I've done what year except the annual project. I would write things down. That's why I've got the diary. I did the same thing. I kept forgetting things middle, and it looked like I was telling lies. I was just forgetting. I was just forgetting. Mary is so funny, but only because I'm weird. I'm weird. Oh, no, I'm weird too, Bonnie. We can be weird together, darling. It's all right. Skippy's in the house. All right, so that's pretty much the information that you will need at some stage next week. It has to next week, because then it'll be too late after that. Oh, not really. No, not really. It won't be late to do. All right, let's see. Okay. No, it won't be late. Maybe we can do on Tuesday the 10th of February. We could do something for Valentine's. I'll do something. Oh, no, we'll do it earlier. We'll do it earlier. I'll do it some stage this week. Come on. And that way it's in early and you get it early. Sounds good? Sounds good. All right, so I'm hoping having the diary helps me remember, but then finding time to do the vlog is another problem. And that's what it's all about, middle, the time. And I work around the cat. So sometimes you see me do vlogs here. You're going to see that more often, where I'll do a vlog here, only because Fred here, Jack, George, whatever her name is, Whiskey Whiskers, I call her George sometimes, but she doesn't know that, does tend to play up. So I stay out here and keep an eye on her because she's so naughty. And so you might see video vlogs in here. There will be some time where video vlogs will be done late at night, so you won't see light. It'll just be the lighting in the other room. She'll be asleep in bed, so it wouldn't affect her. But most of the times the video vlogs will probably be here, this area, this year. I'm guessing. Because I want to get them out, and I don't want to say, right, I didn't have time because of the cat. No excuse, I can sit here and do them. That's the way it goes, eh? Okay, so the only thing is remembering to put everything in the diary, then not misplace the diary. Now, to be fair, this diary honestly does sit on that table in that room. I never usually take it out of there. But if I do take it out of there for this live, directly after the live, I put it back on that table. I cannot afford for that diary to go missing because that's the information that I need for everything. I put a lot of important notes in there for my own personal stuff as well. So I like to make sure it's kept in there at all times. Well, the whole month of January for me hasn't completely gone as planned. Yeah, you don't have to tell me I had no eyes for half the month. Well, I kind of did. My visual wasn't very good, and as you know, it was really poorly, and I wasn't allowed to drive and the rest of it. But it's all starting to go back to normal. I do still see a shadowing up the top. I think that might be permanent. They say it's going to go away. I can't see it. I can see it. That's why I know it's not going to go away. So there's a bit of shadowing up the top. I think it's going to stay there, but it doesn't matter because apparently, according to the optometrist yesterday, he says I can fly a plane. That's what he said. He goes, congratulations, you just passed the aviation test. You can fly a plane. What? He says, there's nothing wrong with your eyes long distance, so go home. I did, to be fair, I did have to give him my glasses, and they're going to have to replace the lenses because the reading glasses were so bad, they had jumped up almost half, so they're bad. So he's given me glasses for reading and for the computer as well, because I told him I do a lot of hours with the editing and I'm constantly like this. And the doctor I spoke to last week, he mentioned to take breaks, walk away every hour, get up, put a load of clothes in the washing machine, go for a walk up the street, whatever, move around. Focus your eyes on looking a little bit distant rather than close. So taking a break from doing this all the time when I'm always working like this the whole time, focus on distance here. Oh look, it's a part of it all, Bonnie. There's nothing I can do about it. Great news, Mary. So good. You're better. Yes, I am. I am better. Don't get me wrong. I can drive a car, apparently. I can fly a plane, apparently. I wish I knew how. I actually used the car today. I had to go to, visit someone, and I used the car today, and I was fine. And it was a long play. Like, it was about 25-minute drive there. It was a 40-minute drive home. I did a stopover at Coles, to be fair, but it just took so long. Did she come down, did she? Oh, she's gone down for a drink. It just took so long to come home. But anyway, that's part of it all. I don't like leaving the house at the best of times, let alone to drive around. Water time! I know, Whiskey Whiskers has the right idea. She's gone for her drink. She's over there now having a drink. Might be able to hear the little tap. I don't even know if you can see the tap. Shall I show you the tap? I don't know if you can see it. I've got my jar there in the way. Let's move it. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't. You can't see it. I tried. It's really difficult to see on that angle anyway. But yeah, she's gone off to get a drink. You can hear the little tap going. And she'll probably just go back to bed, or she'll be naughty. This is the time she usually sleeps. That's why I'm able to do my lives in the other room, because she sleeps this time. I lock her up in the laundry, she goes for a snooze. I come out at 6 and she comes out at 6. That sort of thing. I come out at not 4:45. 4:45, not 4:45. Usually. But, she's all right. She's a good girl. She's still drinking. The water's running. Can you hear it? It's very hard to hear. She's still drinking. Anyway, cheers, everyone. Once again, we're going to talk about part 1 of the squares for the dress will come tomorrow. The annual project will be on Friday, but Friday during the day, I think I'll work on the Valentine's Day project. Oh, you've come to say hello. There she is. I know. Look at that. Is she beautiful? Look, she's looking at the table. She's so naughty. Which is so beautiful. Look at that. She's a sexy girl. Off you go. Oh, here's a toy. Here, Mummy, here's a toy. Yeah, so she's cute, but she's a little bit cheeky. Oh, we're stuck. We're stuck. Hello. Excuse me. There we go. Nearly pulled down the frame there. And then playing with the toys. I always do that. I play with toys with her. And she just like, that's the little toy I play with. Look at that. Macca's chips. Macca's fries. That's her little toy. The other one that I made, I had to cut that off. You know why? Because I made it with the tinsel yarn, and we found it, she was jumping, the tinsel was sticking into her gums. What? So I took it undone. I'm going to make it with normal acrylic yarn, not that tinsel stuff. I made it was a Christmas yarn, yeah? And she was pricking into her skin, her mouth. She's cute. She's much bigger than mine already. Yeah, she's grown a bit. I don't think she's going to grow in height, but these cats are sort of, they're a lot longer. They're sort of really long, and they're a bit chubby. These little girls. Jody, where's Jody? Did Jody come on? Jody! Hi, Jody. So nice to see you. Did you see my cat? She's gone. Oh, there she is. Right there, right there, right there. She's right there. It's good to see you, Jody. Get ready for the annual project. I reckon you're going to love this one. Get ready for the annual project coming on Friday. This Friday. Lovely to see you. She's adorbs. Yes, she is. She's an absolute sweetheart. But she's a little devil too. But we won't talk about that. we won't talk about that. Yeah, so she's kept me busy last year. And I've been a bit slow on the channel this year, Jody. I've had some eye problems, but it's back to normal now. It was like this. We were talking about getting a blind dog and everything. So, yeah, I'm fine. Who knew that internal sneezing can trigger off something at the back and bleed at the back of the eye like I had? Mary spoiled. Yes, I did spoil her. I am a big culprit of spoiling her. Because she's so cute. I want to do that to her. Just squishy, squishy, squish. She's the new Andrew. When Andrew moved out with his partner, he's he's now with his girlfriend now. We call her partner, she's his partner. Once he moved out, I thought, oh, I need another baby. That's it. That's the best I can do right now, unless the kids decide to have children. And then that's different. But at this stage, that's the best I can do. So on Thursday or tomorrow, that is, Jody, have you seen this, honey? Check this out. Don't you love it? I love it. I hope I don't stand on the cat. Where is she? There she is. I don't want to stand on her. Check it out. Look at the dress. Ooh, little squares on the dress. That's the squares on the dress. And we're making the cream squares on this dress. So a summer dress with the squares all the way across. We're doing that on the channel. We are starting tomorrow. And part 1 has already been recorded and ready to go. And a friend of mine said, Mary, why don't you do the sleeves as well? Oh, okay. So I'm going to do the sleeves as well. Why? Why not? What have I got to lose? Again, if it does come up too tight, like people have been saying today, I will probably take it off because I don't want, restriction on the arms. But if I can get, look, there's a lot of space there. There's like 3 fingers between that and there. I think it'll be all right. I think it'll be cute. And of course, when you are doing yours, focus on your measurements. We're going to talk about that in the tutorial tomorrow. I will show you measurements. You won't be in the lurch. It will be okay. It will be okay. Know that if you make it too small, it will tighten down the base and your dress will pull in. If you make it too loose, don't stress too much. You can stretch the dress onto it. Yeah, always make it a little bigger rather than a little smaller. I hope that makes sense. That will be the whole conversation in the video anyway. All of Mary's babies left close together. The dog, cat, spider. Actually, you're absolutely right. We lost the spider and the dog was my father-in-law. Father-in-law was a dog he hasn't been around with us for years. So family were looking after him, but they just left him in the backyard. So the dog, when we got him, 13 years after father-in-law passed, had never been patted for those 13 years, had never been cuddled, didn't like anyone to touch him, was fed by hand because he was with these big dogs and they would eat his food. So someone would feed him by hand. And it was really sad. Like when he came here, he was waiting for me to feed him by hand. I said, hey, that's not happening. I'm not feeding him by hand. And I thought we were going to give him 1 year of life. That dog lived another 4 years. So yes, they did all pass very quickly. We had the spider go, then we had the cat, then we had the dog. No, I'm sorry, we had the dog, then we had the cat. And then we left it for a few months. And then my son moved out and thought, whoa, that's it. I'm going to need something. I wanted a dog initially, but I knew that when you get a puppy, you're going to give them a lot of time. You have to give them a lot of time. And if you don't have that time, don't get a puppy. The reality is a puppy needs a lot of work. Cats are sort of very selfish. That's nasty, but it's true. And right now she's sitting right down there. You can't see it, but she's right there. Let's see if I can give you a close up. Right down there. There she is. Oh, she's so cute. She's so naughty. At you. Look at you. And cats are quite selfish and they'll do their own thing. But dogs, they are so needy, and if you don't have the time for them, forget about it. And maybe one day I will get a dog, but right now, a cat is fine. You know, a cat is fine. It's so cute. All right, so next week, what's happening next week on the channel? At some stage, you are getting a Valentine's Day project. Very exciting. When I say next week, I mean the week coming, yeah? You're getting a Valentine's Day project. You're getting part 2 of the dress, the squares. You are getting part 2 of your annual project. You haven't even started part 1, which it will be this Friday, yeah? And then hopefully you're getting the video vlog on Friday. If I can't get, if I don't get time to create the Valentine's Day project, I'll put that on the Friday and then move the video vlog till Tuesday of the next week. But either way, we have to get a Valentine's Day project up this week coming. Are you off? Are you green? We'll see you soon, darling. You take care. So yes, we will be doing a Valentine's Day project next week. Yes. Oh, you're just coming in, are you? Oh, Laurie, honey. You've missed a lot. You've missed an hour and 17 minutes. But that's okay. I'm sticking around for a little bit. There's no hurry today. There's only the only time I get really much in a hurry is when I've locked the cat up in the laundry so I can do the live, and then I try to get out there so before she starts crying to come out. I don't like to let her sit there and cry and cry and cry and cry. It's just not fair on her, yeah? So I thought I'll do the live here occasionally, and you've got the temperature blanket on one side. You've got our annual project blanket that we did. It wasn't an annual project. It was just a blanket that we did 1 year. There, you've got the hexagon blanket, which is over there. Well, you know what? Let me show you. I know I've shown you last week. I'll show you again. Don't stand on the cat, Mary. I'll show you again. Why not? There's the hexagon. Do you remember the hexagon blanket? Who remembers this one? And it became a circle. And then we did border round on it. It was simply divine. It was a lot of work, and it's not for the new crocheter. So if you're a new crocheter, be wary, yeah? Now, all these blankets you see here today, I will have links to these, just for fun, in the description box down below. You don't need a link for this, because this blanket's actually on my front page. If you go to my main page on YouTube, it's the first video you see on the main page, yeah? On the page where you look for all the information page, if you will, yeah? I'm walking over the cat, so I don't stand on it. Don't you love it? All right, so that's all right, Laurie, darling. It's lovely to have you here. I've been editing and organising all of my giveaway stuff from this and last weekend. No, naughty girl. She's very naughty. She saw some of my yarn sticking off the table, hanging off the table. You're very naughty. Here, play with this. This is what this is for. Yeah, so she's a very naughty girl. I remember, says Bonnie, yes. When you go to my first page, you go to the information page, you see that video. That video is the first one that comes up, that blanket there. Now, I've left that there. I don't know whether to change it. It's been there for years. Maybe when I find another special project that I love so much, I can put that there instead. We'll see. And you know I love the kaleidoscope blanket. I love that one. I could have put that there. I don't know. We'll see. My cat was trying to eat my yarn while I was crocheting with it today. Naughty cat! Get in the corner with my cat. Where is she? I'm playing by myself here. She's gone. What am I playing with it for? She's gone. She left me all alone. No. I'm so naughty, guys. I'm so naughty. So we're doing the live here just because I don't want to lock her up, yeah? Angela, there she is, subscriber of the year last year. Hello, hello. Lovely to have you here, hun. Lovely to have you here. Jay, I'm sorry, I have to go. Thanks for the fun. That's all right, Jay. Don't forget to tune in this Friday for our annual project. Guys, you're going to love it. It is different. It is fun. And if you want to think about it, you can think about it as you will. So if you want to think it's a blanket, you can think it's a blanket. If you want to think it's a dress, you can think it's a dress. Or pants, or jacket. Whatever you want to think it is, that's what it is. No! She's so naughty. So look forward to that on Friday. Not middle. Who was it? Jay. Sorry, Jay. Middle says, hoping to have couch potato cat so I don't have to worry about the yarn. To be fair, I have started crocheting on that seat right there in front of her. So when she tries to jump up, I just push her out the way and I keep crocheting. I want her to get used to the fact that I'm crocheting and she's not to touch it. That's going to be fun. She's now 7 months. Oh, no, I'm telling a lie. The 12th of February, I think it's the 12th, she will be 8 months. So, she's growing up very fast, getting fast. My cat don't mess with my yarn. Oh, you go, Bonnie. Parcel's coming today, finally, Angela. That's the weirdest thing, guys. Heads up, I did not know this. If you have tax in your country that you need to pay for when collecting parcels that I send for free, I really cannot help you with that. Yeah, that's something that you have to look after. Now, I know that it's happened to Angela, so she has to pay tax. But, I didn't know that. So if you've got tax in your country and I've done a free gift to you, then you will end up having to pay the tax. I don't know how it works. It's the first time I've heard of it from the UK. I've never known the UK to have the tax in their country, but there you go. Maybe I'm wrong. It will work, Mary. Yes, thank you. Fluffy, Fluffstar, hello. Hello, welcome. Everyone's starting to come in now. I've been on for an hour and 22 minutes, to be exact. I'm not in a hurry to go anywhere today, on my own with George, Fred, what's his name, Jack, Whiskey Whiskers. So there's just the two of us here. I'm all alone, so sad and all. No, I'm not. She keeps me company. She keeps me busy. I play with her a lot. And that's probably why the channel's a slow channel at the moment. But we play toys all day on and off. If I'm working there, because that's my workstation there. If I'm working there, she'll come up, meow, meow, meow. I get up, I play. And then she gets bored of me and walks away. I start working again. And then it goes on all day. It's like every 20 minutes. She doesn't even give me a time to, get anything done. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right. So for those of you just joining us, tomorrow we are doing part 1 of these squares. Now I've been showing everybody the larger version. Your version will not look like this. I just did it in the larger version in thicker yarn so that you can see the stitch better when we are working on the channel. To be fair, this cotton here, it's cotton and it's very thin. It's a light 2-weight cotton. It has to be light because the cotton dress is quite thin. And if I used a thicker yarn, it would just pull at the dress. Be wary about the yarn that you are using for your project. Let me get rid of all the threads, stop it from touching anything. If you use this on that dress, it will be way too heavy. It will just weigh it down and you don't need that. So make sure if you're working on a thin cotton dress that you use a light 2-weight cotton or whatever you want to use for yours. Just know that you need to work. Give me a second. She's so naughty. I know she's all right. She's okay. She's eating. I thought she was scratching the carpet. She's so naughty. We've just got to be careful with the carpet. She just scratches it all the time. So naughty. Yes, I'm late middle, been stuck in your loopy layer. Oh, it's cute. Yeah, just know that if you use a thicker yarn, it's going to pull down and drag your dress down. So be wary of the yarn you're using for your dress. If your dress is a thick, heavy dress, by all means use a thicker yarn. Yeah. If it's a thin dress, then you would want to use a light 2-weight yarn, which is quite light. It's very thin. I'm using the Bendigo cotton, the light Bendigo thin cotton. It's very thin, yeah. But again, no matter what you use, check your measurements. I will tell you how to check your measurements. Water time, you Mary. Thank you. I need a water. I need a drink. Cheers. And I'm done with that guy. Let's get another guy. She's got a lot of boyfriends today, guys. The cat, the water. Everyone's a boyfriend today. So there you go. That's what's happening this week. You will be getting the squares tomorrow. Finally, this is our first tutorial. Really, if you think about it, it's the first tutorial of the year. I've done shorts. You've seen the shorts, and the shorts were this. This is what you've been seeing, the shorts. And the short that I did yesterday was the border of this, the edging of this. Yeah, that edging gets done before you attach this to the dress. So it's very interesting the way it's done. Always check your measurements. So I'll show you how to measure your dress from one section to the other, and then you double it. And then you get your squares and you divide your measurements in each section. Again, I'll show you how to do that on the tutorial tomorrow, domani, as they say in Italian. She's speaking Italian now. What? Did she leave you there again, Fluffster? Oh, it's very naughty, our loopy layer that you've got there, middle. The loopy layer you've got there, and you've got everybody tied up in the loopy layer. I like your lounge room set up. I'm always rearranging things, so I'm quite nosy at everyone else's. Well, actually, to be fair, there are photos in between the two hearts there and photos there. I was told not to have them shown by certain family members. They do not want their photos shown, so I had to put them down. But there's usually a photo in between. I've got two hearts there, and there's a photo in between two hearts. I got two hearts over there. There's a photo in between two hearts. And there's always a photo in between something on the shelf. I think there's two on that shelf, on that one right there, and two on the one down here, and they are my kids. But they didn't want their photos shown. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know why, because I've done photos of them in the past. But anyway, that's okay. Now, at least now I know what I'm allowed to post and what I'm not allowed to post, which is good. Because before I just did what I wanted to do. And no one said anything, so I just kept doing it. Now they say, right, I don't want this. Look at her. She's so naughty. Don't you even think about it. No. And Mummy gets spray. Mummy gets spray. Listen to that. Mummy gets spray. She's become my daughter. She's so naughty. She's ready to jump on the table. Yeah. She makes it easy to put her there. So the reason is this table is usually right back that way. I pulled it this way so that I can pop my things on it, but I'm going to have to move it over soon because I can see her jumping on it. She's so naughty. And she knows that spray bottle. They say, don't use a spray bottle, don't use a spray. I'm going to use a spray bottle. I don't care, it's too naughty. But, you know, when she plays there, see that she's there, that blanket is usually on the seat. So she's finding this very unusual. Why is the blanket not on the seat? What's going on? And Fluffs is the queen of the loopy layer. I know that. That's like Kiki is the queen of the corner on our channel, but she just doesn't come on very often. She does occasionally, just not a lot. I don't really have a king. Okay, I have a king, which is Marty. He comes on occasionally. The spray bottle is the best. I know they say not to use it, but they say positive reactions for cats, but you know, if you say give her biscuits because she's jumped on the table, she's going to think, great, I'm going to jump on the table all the time. They're going to give me biscuits. So no, I don't think so. My lounge room and curtains, same colour we have. Okay. To be fair, I don't like these curtains. I want them gone. But you know, they're very expensive to replace. So we'll see. We'll see. It's time, yeah? She's wondering. Yes, she's very cheeky now. Very naughty. If she jumps on that table, she's going to be in trouble. You're going to see me run around the house with a spray bottle. Say no and spray only had to do it one time. No, I'm forever yelling at her. She don't listen. Jonathan used to pop in. Jonathan, yeah, not sure about Jonathan. Jackson Galaxy would have a coronary if you use a spray bottle. I know. People say, oh, you shouldn't use a spray bottle. But to be fair, now I just make the noise. Well, I better not say that because then she'll come yelling at it. Kenneth, that's the one. Kenneth used to come in. And he still does occasionally when he gets a chance. He comes in, yeah. I won't tell Harley that he's not the king no more. Oh. Is it hot in Melbourne today? No, today was 24 degrees. Well, it was 24 degrees when I was out. But yesterday, 42.5 or 7 degrees Celsius, guys. Bear thought about us yesterday. I tell you, 3 in the morning I was putting the air conditioner on. It was disgusting hot even overnight. It was abnormal. It was abnormal. And when I was walking to the optometrist, I could feel the heat from the ground going through my shoe. I had to walk on the grass because the concrete, you know, the slab that you walk on to walk down the street, or the path, if you will, was way too hot. I couldn't walk on it. And look at her sitting right there. I know what she wants to do. She wants to jump on the bench, you know, that shelf right there. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on her. You being a good girl, Whiskey? I hope so. You little diavola. Oh, that's Italian. The devil. Oh, I'm saying everything normal that I say when I'm not on my live. But she's cheeky. She gives you that beautiful, I'm so precious and beautiful. What precious? She's so naughty. Okay. Oh, I've lost the chat. It's gone. Hello. Here it comes. And we're back. Okay. Well, get ready. It's coming back. Oh, don't tell me that fluffs. It was 42 at 7 a.m. Monday here. It's not normal. That's abnormal. This is degrees Celsius for those of you overseas. Not Fahrenheit. We're talking 42 degrees Celsius. Abnormal. I'm learning Italian, which makes sense as I'm apparently 1% South Italian, apparently, yes. It's wrong. Yes, it's just not right. It's not right, is it, Fluffs? I use Celsius, do you? I know a lot of people use Fahrenheit overseas. We don't use that here. We use Celsius. So, yeah. You've got a storm there in the UK, have you? Oh, stay indoors, stay indoors. I don't trust it. Oh, she's gone back to sleep. Oh, I've just made her out to be this naughty girl, and I'm the one who's naughty. Spray, Mary, spray. Sorry, did I upset you? We're spraying Mary now. She's so naughty. I'm the naughty one. Mary, get in the corner with the cat. You're getting snow again. Oh. We use Fahrenheit. Yes, so we use degrees Celsius. So very interesting. Very interesting. Now, I was creating a little granny square before the live, which so little. Did you have a blackout, Mary? We did here in the morning. We didn't. We did not have. To be fair, we always have blackouts in our area. Fingers crossed and knock on wood. We haven't had a normal blackout. I had to power off one day during winter, which I wasn't impressed with. That was literally the whole day. I was wrapped up in blankets. I was so cold. And I was silly. I should have just gone to the shops where they had the heater on. But anyway, but we didn't have we haven't had blackouts at all in the past year or so, 2 years. Sometimes we have a short where things turn off for a split second and then turn back on. But we haven't had a blackout for a very long time. Blackout, for those of you overseas, power failure just goes and you don't have any electricity until the emergency people come and fix it. That's it. Unlucky, so snow and ice, but still snow and ice. No snow. Mary, no snow and ice, but still freezing cold. Oh, yeah. I don't mind the cold, to be fair. I mean, you can always put clothes on, but, you know, when it's too hot, you can't take too much off without getting arrested. I am so naughty today. I should get that water spray and just spray me. I was so naughty. Yeah, it's true though. You know, you can always put more on. You can put more blankets on and the rest of it. That happens here also, power loss. Well, to be fair, we haven't had any yet this year. It's only been a short year. For a long time, not just a year. But we did lose power this year, last year in the winter for, I reckon it was 14 hours. They said 12, but I think it was 14 hours. And I was freezing. I was so cold. But I should have known better. I should have just gone to the shops, you know, taken the car out of the garage because I can't get it out after a while because it's run on power. I think there's a way you can get on the inside to lift up the latch. But we bolted the inside on the other side. We didn't mean to. We just boxed things up against the door there. I can't get in. It's right up to the top of the garage. I don't know whose boxes they are. It was me. Yeah, my boxes. It's so naughty. Yeah, so we bolted the normal, the door that you open this way. No, door that you open in. If it was this way, it'd be a lot easier. We could find a way to get the boxes down. But you open it in. I can't open it in because all these boxes are right up to it. So I couldn't get in the garage. I should have just taken the car out in the morning, parked it at the front, and then I would have had it ready for later. But I did nothing. It was cold. It was yucky. I was going to take a bus. She's such a whinger. She's such a whinger, guys. Such a whinger. All right. That happens here. Oh, yes, we've done that already. 1, 2, and 3. Make sure you count those first chains. And if you noticed, I turned the square around. Different way of me making squares. And yeah, it is a different way because that's what it calls for. This pattern calls for turning around. Doesn't always call for turning around when you're making squares, but this pattern does. So there you go. Oh, there you go. And is anyone crocheting anything at the moment? If you are chewing, leave the room. Chewing, you know, sneeze. Knitting. Achoo! There's the allergy. There's a fake allergy. I am going to surprise you one day this year. I'm going to do a knitting tutorial on the channel one day this year. I'm not going to tell you when it's coming. It'll just pop up. And I'll probably only get about 7 views, but still, because I'm a crochet channel. But I'll see. I'll try it. I'm game. There is a short coming that's very interesting. Very, very funny. You've got to watch that. And if you don't watch it or you miss it, I will let you know when I put it up so you can go back to all my shorts and check them out. It'll be the last short you see. Not now, because I haven't put it up yet. I'm going to work on it tomorrow. I'm not crocheting right this second, but I was earlier. Okay. Yes, there's going to be a funny short going up. Yes, one subscriber has intrigued me and asked me could I do, and I thought I could do. Let's do. It would be silly. It would be funny, but it would be interesting. So I'm going to do. That's all I'm going to say about that. You probably remember it too. It's on one of our lives. She said, wow, why don't you do one of these? What? Okay, I'll do that. In the naughty corner again. Achoo, I know, right? But I will do a knitting tutorial, achoo, on the channel once. And then I won't do it again. I just wanted to see what it would be like. I can achoo, you know, I can do that. And in fact, if my children have children one day, if and when, not if, because they will, I will probably knit them something, achoo, rather than crocheting. I'll still crochet like blankets and things and maybe a jacket, but when it comes to cardigans, booties, beanies, it's nice to have something knitted, achoo, because, hang on, 1, 2, 3, oh, I've gone too far, have I? Just talk amongst yourselves. I need to check something. I need to check the pattern. 1, 2, 3. Am I doing 3? 1, 2. Oh no, I'm doing 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. She can't count, guys. She failed maths. It's definitely 3. I'm still going. I have to finish off this round. It's not a row, they're rounds. Even though it's working in a square. Hi, Mary and lovely chat. Sorry I'm late. Just woken up from a nap. Oh, Rose Garland, honey, we're not going to be on for very much longer. But I do want you to know that the annual project's coming this Friday. Because it's the first part one of the project. It's going to give you all the information. So on the first Thursday of February, which is next Thursday, you will get part two, which will give you a big instruction to keep you going for a month. All right, so it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, well, my phone is dying, so I must go. That's all right. We'll see you soon, Middle, yes. And, what have I done? What have I done? Before I'm gone without a choice. Not Middle, it's Bonnie. I apologise there, Middle. Before I'm gone without a choice. All right, Bonnie, we'll see you soon, darling. You take care. Yes, Rose Garland, lovely to have you here. Haven't seen you for a while. That's correct. Storm woke you up, don't you love it? The storm woke you up, Angela. Laura, hello, Laura. Everybody's getting on now. I'm about to get off soon. What are you crocheting now? Is that to do with the annual project? I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I'm so sorry, Raylene. Raylene, she's so naughty, our Raylene. She gets all the little bibs and bobs that she can get. She marries them all up, and she makes it up as she goes along. And then I have to make it the same way she talks. Otherwise, I'll look stupid. No, it might have. Maybe. I'm not going to say yes. It might have. It might not. I don't know. Hope you're well. I've been in hospital for 3 weeks, home now, but very tired. Oh, I'm glad you're home. To be fair, like at least if you're in hospital, you've got all those people around you who know what they're doing. It's nothing worse than being home on your own, if you are on your own, and something goes wrong. So sometimes, I know people don't like being in hospital, but sometimes when you're unwell, it's better to be there. It is better to be there now. And like me, when I was so annoyed that I missed Christmas Eve, stuck at the I&E hospital, because I had no vision. What are the chances of that happening overnight, yeah? And I was happier once I got there because I thought, well, I'm safe in here than I am at home because I don't know where this loss of vision was going. And it wasn't going anywhere too bad. The worst of the loss of vision happened on the 27th of December, where I just couldn't see practically nothing out of my right eye. And all of that from sneezing without allowing your sneeze to come out. Don't do the internal sneezes. These are the ones I was doing. So I didn't wake up the cat. And I was doing them for months and months and months. And who knew that I was doing damage behind the eye? And I did. Well, it was either that or nothing else because it didn't come from high blood pressure because I didn't have that. It didn't come from diabetes because I don't have that. We had it all tested. We tested everything. The only thing that I could think of doing, the other thing was lifting in something heavy. I don't lift anything heavy. I always find the easiest way to pick things up. I never lift up heavy stuff. So the only thing I said to the doctor, the only thing I've been doing for the past few months is those internal sneezes. And she said, that would do it. That is something that does trigger this off. And I went, what? She goes, puts pressure behind the eye and you end up with some bleeding. And that's what I had, 3 lines down the right eye like that. There were literally 3 lines. And they thought it was a tear. So that a tear means you've got to get operated on straight away. You can't wait the next day. So when they told me, good news, you don't have to be operated on, I thought, oh, good. Well, what's the bad news? Am I going blind? Do I need a blind dog? This is what I was thinking of. I was already talking about what colour blind dog I wanted, But it turns out that it was just from the sneezing. Go figure. Who knew? And then I said, oh, it's because I'm old, isn't it? She says, no, we have 20-year-olds that come in, they've coughed wrong, they've sneezed wrong, and most of the times they go in because they do weights, yeah? And lift up weights that's not sustainable for their body type. So just be careful, yeah? You can do weights, that's all right. Just be careful how much you lift, yeah? And she said, they just come in, they've sneezed wrong, they've coughed wrong, and there's a bleed behind the eye. You can't see it, but it's there. I can see it. I saw 3 lines going straight down. And they got stronger and stronger throughout the day on the 24th. In the morning I woke up, I thought it was a bit of dry eye. By about lunchtime, I could see the lines. By the evening, it had literally covered my eye. By Thursday, I could not see out of my right eye. Thursday. By the third day, I could not see out of my right eye at all. I could see out of the left. I could see, but they were all lines everywhere. It was just bad vision. And that's what I thought it was permanent. So that's it. I'm going to lose my sight. Good thing I know how to crochet blindfolded. That's great. But it turns out it's not. And it's all coming back. And by the 6th of January, I was classified as legally allowed to drive again. So it didn't take long to clear up, but it is something that clears up on its own. You cannot get medicated for that. It's a thing that just clears up on its own. It's like when you scratch yourself and it bleed, it leaves like a blood stain and it just sort of fades away after a while. That's what it's like. It just takes longer in the eye. College Mary, I turned into Bonnie and I've just left. I know, sorry, Middle. No, she hasn't left. Miss you all. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. And that's how I always sneeze when I'm out with other people. Just be careful, Jody, because whilst you're young, and I'm pretty sure you are, but as you get older, the back of the lining at the back of your eye, this is what they were telling me, can get a little bit weaker. So the things we did when we were 30, which was only a few weeks ago, because I just turned 29 again on January the 8th. But the things we did around 30, the age of 30, we can't do those anymore. We just got to be careful. The internal sneezing, I never knew this was a thing. I found that out on the 24th of December when I hit 29 again, just before I hit 29 again. And I said this because I'm old. She said, no, we get 20-year-olds in here that have sneezed the wrong way or coughed. But because you're older, the lining at the back of your eyes is a lot weaker. So all the stuff you used to do to yourself when you were younger is a little difficult now. It does put a bit of wear and tear on you, and that's what's happened. So you've got to be careful, guys. Your eyes are not to be messed with, yeah? I say, Jody, sneeze it out. Let them hear you. If you're in England, let them hear you over in China. If you're in Australia, let them hear you over in England. Or wherever you live, just let it out. In fact, now she jumps when I sneeze because I'm really loud. And when I've done a funny video, the sneezing video vlogs for you, I have actually put the volume down on the video so you don't hear that sneeze too loud. Yeah, to show you that I do sneeze during a lot of my tutorials because of the yarn, so I'm allergic to it, funnily enough. But I put the volume down so you don't hear the full length of the sneeze. If I left it loud, it would just, if you've got headphones on, take them off. Take them off. So happy you're back. Yes, she's lovely. It's good to see her back. Water time. Everyone drink a bit of water. Cheers. Eyes are sensitive. Well, I've never had a problem with that before, Rose Garland. I've never had a problem. I've done internal sneezes on and off for years, yeah? And I do that, especially when I was in a meeting at school, when I used to work in a school. So I didn't scare everyone. I did the internal ones, but I could do that a lot and it wasn't a problem. I had a congestive heart attack. Oh, gosh, that's no good. Very low oxygen and very low blood pressure. Oh, gosh, I'm glad you're back to normal. How's your health now? She says she's almost back to normal. She's home. Mary, you look pretty today. Oh, Fluffs. You're not going to believe this, Fluffs. I caught up with some people I've known for years, and the school I used to work at, I caught up with them today. And apparently they didn't recognise me. And the reason was because my hair is actually a dark brown black. It is dark brown black, right? And for years I just kept putting the dark brown black on whatever people call grey. I don't think it was. And after a while I found that it wasn't covering it properly. So I started putting the lighter, like you can see it's a light brown. This is not a dark brown, this is a light brown. So I started putting the lighter brown in and they didn't recognise me. They said, what put us off was the hair colour. I said, what hair colour? I've been doing this for years, but I haven't seen these people for 6 or 7 years. So it was very interesting that what was normal for me is not normal for them. So there you go. Very tired, afternoon naps, etc. Have a long way to go, but be positive. Absolutely. Let's throw some good vibes at you. Did you catch them? Rose Garland, catch them. I'm losing a lot of good vibes this week. I've been throwing them all over the place. I've got a family member who's sick. I've got a friend who's sick. Yes, I love your hair colour. Oh, thanks, Fuss. Glad you're better. Yes, I'm glad she's feeling a little bit better. Now, I stopped working on it because, you know why? I have to cut it. Why? Because it needs to be cut. Ta-da! Square, done. Let's do another one. When everybody's ready to leave, please let me know. Am I doing the chain 3? I am. I'm doing chain 3 for this one. Interesting. All fingers for you. Yeah, everything crossed, fingers, toes, hair, whatever I can cross. You know my hair is really curly. I can cross. Naturally curly. Actually, to be fair, tomorrow, guess what? I'm taking off probably that much. 3 fingers worth. What? No, it's not that I want to take it off. It's just that it's so thin and flimsy. You can see how thin it is. It's so damaged. Yeah. But I still want to keep it long. If I was to straighten this now, that would go right down to my hello at the back there. Hello. That's what it's called. It's called hello. Beetle's beautiful as well as mean. Oh, Beetle's not mean. Do your sisters have curly hair too? Yes. And one of my sisters is like me, where if I don't put all this mousse that you see in it, it just comes out like a frizz ball. Like that. Like an electrocution. Yes, they're all fairly curly. I've got one sister who's not extremely curly. It's a little bit more straighter than ours, but the rest of them, they do have curly hair, yes. 1, 2, and 3. Make sure you count the 3 chains, because we're not doing a magic circle. We are counting chains. 1, 2, and 3. And then we just continue, like so. This became a live tutorial. So they didn't recognize me. It's probably because I got bigger, but we won't talk about that. Yes, middle quick action of Ambo saved me being 1 hour away from main hospital in Hobart. I hear telltale. Oh, wow, you're very lucky. You're very lucky. It's like someone I knew, he had a heart attack at work. He was having a heart attack at work. Are we buffering, are we? Oh, we are too. Look at that. What? Are we buffering, guys? For a few seconds, looks like we're back. He was having a heart attack. We're reconnecting. We're back. It just disconnected. Are we back? We're back. We're back. Yeah, he was having a heart attack at work, and he called an ambulance. And if it wasn't for him, he never would have made it that day. It wasn't for his boss. So there you go. How's Teresa? Auntie T. How's Auntie T? I spoke to her on the phone a while back. It's been a while, actually. It just reminded me to give her a call, say hello. I spoke to her on the phone. She seems all right. She's had a lot of allergies at the moment. We had a lot of winds lately, and the allergies was, were going crazy. Not here, no buffering. Well, buffered here, and it literally shut down. It said reconnected. I didn't even know, disconnected. At least it waited over an hour before it started buffering. Yeah, I know, right? You're very friendly and lovely. Oh, she's beautiful, our middle. We love our middle. No buffering there. Okay, that's interesting, because here it literally stopped working. And I didn't know it was disconnected. It just said reconnecting. I said, oh, okay, we're reconnected. Excuse me, Mary, you've just split the yarn. Well, excuse me, and you did 3 chains instead of 2. Look at that. Look, I split the yarn. Bad girl. What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys. She's so naughty. Okay, buffering over here too. Is it still buffering? Oh, guys, I don't want to go. Please don't go. Now you're putting it on. All good. So is it still buffering? 1, 2. Please tell me if it's still buffering now. Just say yes or no. Yes, cops, I know. Oh, it's good now. Oh, it's good now. Let's do a dance. Let's dance, shall we? Woohoo! I'm not getting up to do it because I'm lazy today. I'm not lazy. I'm making up for the 42.5 degrees Celsius heat we had yesterday. I'm telling you, 3 in the morning I had the air conditioner on. That was on all morning. I sat right there between 3 and 6 this morning. I'm surprised I'm half awake. So it was bad. We're back. No, says Anna. It's not buffering anymore. Good. We're back to normal. Yay. I can hear some noise outside with the neighbours. Hopefully they don't bother me. But we've just found out that the neighbours in front that bought that house 4 years ago have decided they don't want to be here anymore. I'm beginning to wait. Yeah, it's me. Hang on. Yeah, definitely me. They're leaving. They don't want to be here anymore. The past few days they've been shifting out their gear. They want to move up and go bigger. The house in front of us is only a 2-bedroom home. And I know that because we used to live in that house. And when I had the second child, I thought, ooh, what am I going to do with the second child? So we had to move out. So we got into this one here. We got rid of that one. We no longer own it. We got rid of it. And people have been buying it as a stepping stone, as you do, because 2 bedrooms. Once they have more than two children, they need to move out, and that's a reality. We had my daughter sleeping in the dining room. It had like a concertina door that opened up and it went straight into the kitchen. Well, we closed the concertina, made it close, and we got her. She just opened it when she wanted to come out, and she slept in the dining room, and Andrew slept in the first room. And that's how it was for a while until we thought, that's it, we've got to move. It wasn't working. I mean, it was all right, but it wasn't working. Me too, Mary, in front of the air conditioner all night. It was, look, I haven't experienced that stronger heat at night. Usually at night it cools down, like, you know, around 1 o'clock it's 18 degrees or something. I'd say it was 30 at 1 o'clock still. Maybe I was wrong, but it was so hot. It was abnormally hot. I went to open the door, nothing came in. It was so hot. And so I thought, no, we're just going to have to deal with it. I usually sleep with my heat off at night. It was so cold from Tuesday until then. Well, to be honest with you, I sleep with the heater on during winter. And Doc has told me not to. Doc, the doctor, has told me not to because I end up with sinus, like severe sinus. So what you're doing is you're breathing in the heat and the dust, and it's all drying up and it's clogging up your sinus. Along with your sinus itself, it just clogs it all up and makes it worse. That's how you get an infection. You get a sinus infection when all bacteria and stuff goes in. And it usually happens when you are having ducted heating, it's called. Spin that dust right around. You can vacuum till you're blue in the face. There's always going to be dust in your house. I'm telling you, vacuum, mop, it doesn't matter. It will still go there, especially when there's a vent or a heat, like an air running through. Yeah. So don't sleep with the heater on. Freeze for a little while. Wake up in the morning. This house used to have a thermostat that we'd set it to turn on at 5:30 in the morning. So when we got up at 6 o'clock, the house was warm. It doesn't work for me now because sometimes I wake up at 4. That's terrible, I know. So I literally just go and press it on. And by 5:30, it's hot in the house. But the thermostat actually broke anyway. I mean, it's been, I don't know, 15 years or something. It's a long time we've been here. So the thermostat broke, so we took it off and just used a normal button that goes up and down. And so now I just turn it on when I wake up. That's the easiest way. It's better that way. It's better for you, healthier for you. The weather is severe all around, extremely hot or cold. Yeah, it's just weird, isn't it? Look, Fluffy, I haven't seen weird weather like this in Melbourne for a long time. Like people say, oh, this is new, this is new. No, it's not new. We've had weird weather like this. Just it's been a long time since it's been like this, yeah? I remember coming home from school one day and my dad, he had concrete flooring in his house. He put tiles down and I'd come home from school and just drop onto the floor and roll onto the tiles because that was the coolest. And we didn't have air conditioning in those days, right? And that was the coolest place to be. And he'd bring us a drink on the floor. Well, not all of us, just occasionally. That was towards the end of my high school years, yeah, when he was home at that time. He was a pensioner at that time, so he was home. But when we were younger, we just didn't do it. We just came home and just started working. No air conditioning. No air conditioning. Not in those days. Nuh-uh. But we had it in the 80s. We had those weird. Remember we had in the 80s, not that I was around in the 80s, but remember in the 80s we had the heat wave where we had these massive water restrictions. And in my dad's backyard, there were like cracks in the ground that thick that would just run right through the backyard. That is how dry our land got. We didn't have any water for a long time. We had restrictions on what days we could use the water. We weren't allowed to use the water at some stage to hose our gardens. Yeah, it was terrible. So we've had bad weather in the past. It's just one of those things. It's okay in the UK. It's okay in the UK. Oh, we're having connection issues again. All our eggs melt in Easter. It's not fair. Oh, have you noticed that the weather has shifted, Fluffs? So summer now goes right into March, where it should be the start of autumn. Not that I'm complaining, because I could do with some nice warm weather for the month of March. Since I'm making the squares for this dress, I want to wear both my dresses this summer, on top of the other clothes I wear. But these are the dresses that they were way too short. And I remember walking to the shops and I could feel the dress at the back was climbing up the back of my leg and was sitting under my, that area. Hello. And I thought, oh, so I was constantly pulling it down. I thought, I'm not going to be wearing a dress that I'm constantly pulling it down and getting paranoid. So I put these crochet squares on. Best thing I ever did. Best. I was supposed to do it last year. This was a project that should have been done last year. We didn't do it. We're doing it this year. Yes, I don't see autumn. I just see summer or winter. Yes, I know. Look, it's one of those things. We're having connection issues again. I can see it slowing down. I hope no one else is bothered by this. I hope no one's bothered by it. Make sure, guys, that you've got your live chat on and not your top chat. So live or all chat so you can see everyone's chat. And we're all going to have a drink. Cheers. Anyway, so I met up with some friends today. They weren't friends. They were co-workers, colleagues, if you will, that I hadn't seen since 2019. So not all of them. Some of them I've seen around, but most of them I haven't seen since 2019. It was just interesting to see them. And they got a shock when they saw the light brown hair. I'd forgotten. I thought it was light brown in those days, but clearly not. It must have been dark brown. I don't know. Watered herself. I did, because no one's watering me. I'm going to start crying. Cheers, everyone. I like Anna's glass. That's cute. Anna, what's in your glass? That doesn't look like water to me. That looks like something special. It's a good thing I'm not working tomorrow. Lol, it's almost 1 a.m. here. Oh, that's a good thing. That's a very good thing for you. I just lost the chat. Does that mean we've lost connection? I know, we're still here. 20 seconds, 21. Yes, we're still here. Hey, guys. Oh, it's been 2 hours. I'm surprised the cat hasn't got upset with me. It's been 2 hours. I'm going to miss the news in a minute. I don't like to watch the news, to be fair. I like to watch the first 10 minutes, and then I turn it off because I don't want to see any more bad stuff. But I like to see that first 10 minutes, so I just know the stuff that happened during the day, and I really shouldn't watch it because when I watch it, I hear stuff that I don't want to hear. And then I think, I get so angry. And then, what is going on in this country? And then I realise it's in every country. So it's everywhere you go. But amongst all the bad stuff, there's actually good stuff. And the problem is we spend a lot of time looking at the bad stuff when the news is on. I missed part of the news yesterday, and it looks like I'm going to miss it again today. For those of you in Melbourne or interstate and your news is starting now, if you want to leave, I won't be sad. Yeah, no. She doesn't get sad, guys. No, I do. I get sad like everybody else. I just know how to cover it up better. No, not true. Not true. Usually I throw a pot or a pan or something, and then I'm better. I feel much better after that. It's a pot or a pan. I don't watch the news anymore. Look, I'm telling you, that news is driving me nuts. It really is. Driving me nuts. 1, 2, and 3. That's the only thing I like to count, those chains at first. There's nothing worse than doing a whole round and realising you only did two chains in the beginning, or you did 4 chains. Changes the whole round. So you don't want to have to take the whole thing undone. Having said that, it's only a very small square. Now, I'm usually faster at the squares, but I haven't been focused yet. Yeah, I'm not working tomorrow either, middle. So special drink. Cold mocktail. Oh, no, that's not real special. Not the mocktail ones. Mocktail is a fake cocktail. Don't you love it? It's all juices. or fruits and juices. Yeah, I hate watching news too. Too much negativity. To be fair, I find that it's really important to find that you need to know some of the important news. Otherwise, you're going to be caught out when something goes wrong and someone says to me, you should know that. Everyone's doing it. I'm thinking, what are you talking about? Because it said in the news it's going to happen. Oh, oops. So sometimes it's good to watch. I don't like to, but sometimes it's good to watch. Well, I'm going to miss it today because it's 6 o'clock. Do you do many triple stitches in your projects, Mary? Triple stitches? You mean treble, or what do you mean by triple? You mean 3 stitches across, or do you mean treble? 1, 2, like, do you mean yarn over the hook twice and then do a pull through once, pull through twice, pull through 3 times? You mean a tall stitch, yeah? Is that what you mean? Please let me know. Treble, yes. I have done so many in the past. I do like to use treble a lot because it grows quicker and everything goes faster. You may see that in the future, actually. There's a treble something coming up, but not in the annual project, yeah. I do treble stitch a lot. The problem with treble is that if you don't want anything gappy, then you're in trouble, because a treble is going to be gappy, yeah. It'll be gappy. All right. I have been talking a long time. It's not because I want to watch the news, but to be fair, it's been 2 hours, guys. And I can see Junior. She's starting to get up again. She's Junior. And I know that she's going to want a bit of attention. So, yeah, the cat moved. So I think it's time for me to say goodbye. But again, I want to let everyone know, tomorrow you're getting the little squares for this dress, part 1. Part 1. Friday, you're getting annual project part 1. Get excited. You're going to love this one. Look, I hope you do. Some people think, oh, I don't know about this, but let me try. Just try. Have a look. It is easy. It's just a different thing, but it is easy. Yeah, it's not a difficult project. Could be. You can make it difficult. There will be a join that's slightly different. In fact, this is a join, and it'll be squares, and there'll be triangles, and there'll be circles, and there'll be all sorts of things. Maybe not. But it is a join that it'll happen at the end of the year, that you have never seen me do on this channel. And I never wanted to do it because it is my own personal join. But apparently there's something similar out there. So I'm going to do it on the channel because obviously it's out there and I've seen it. I'm thinking, that's my join. Who knew that? Who's brought that out? That's my join. But apparently it's a join that a lot of people do. So you will see that on this tutorial, but not till, towards the end of the year. Won't be the end of the year. It'll be maybe halfway, maybe 3/4. You'll need to know that, yeah, for the rest of it to work. All right. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. Don't forget, guys, to like, share the tutorials, get them out there. And don't forget, we are on 29,300 subscribers. Once we reach our 30,000 subscriber, surprise coming your way. If you don't know what a surprise is, it's like a giveaway. We don't use the word giveaway on the channel because we want to get rid of all the nasties, and there's a lot out there, guys. I think I'm even doing that join. You probably are. It is a very special join that's invisible, which is why I like doing it. I want to thank everyone for joining us. Whiskey Whiskers would like to say goodbye. Whiskey, say goodbye. Bye. I'll see everyone on Saturday mornings live at 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time. My name's Mary. This is Wild Crochet Designs. Ciao for now. She's telling us. Say goodbye. Bye all. Bye. She's coming over to say goodbye. Come. She's going to come and say goodbye. Come. Come. Yeah. Come on. Here we go. Ready? Say goodbye. Goodbye. There she goes. She's waving. Bye. Bye all. So naughty. I'm the naughty one. Bye.